Hey everyone, we are the Gratitude Girls.
The gratitude girls are in the house. Hi, Laurie. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you, Catherine?
I'm really good. I love the conversations that we have 30 seconds before we come live. You're so inspiring and you really lift me right up. So thank you so much. I am so happy our audience and our guests and friends and clients are here tonight watching and sort of listening in with us in case they can't really watch. Sometimes you can just put the audio on. So I'd like to introduce myself and share where I'm recording tonight from. My name is Catherine Sarah Myers, affectionately known as Rara, and I'm broadcasting to you live tonight from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And I'm here with my amazing partner.
And I am Lori Delk Radecki, and I am outside of Nashville, Tennessee.
Gee, I feel like we're right next door to each other, the way that we're able to communicate and connect and really chat with each other. And tonight we're going to talk about focus and focus on things that are really important to us. And I know you have the title, but I just want to say something about it. I love that the color red has such deep meaning. And I love that in our own personal notes, we talk about things that are really true and meaningful to us. So I'll drop the mic and pass it to you so you can get us started tonight.
Yes, and tonight we are going to talk about something that a lot of people probably got recently. Maybe you did, and maybe you bought them for yourself, whatever. But focus on the roses because, and a lot of times red roses are red, right? But they can be any color. My favorite ones are actually purple, just like a lot of the things that we have. But tonight we're going to talk about the perspective on that and other things, and just like how we see life and how we see life shapes how we experience life. So the quote that we have is we can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or we can choose to rejoice because the thorn bushes have roses. And just thinking about that, like if you think about that and just the words in that and how it's phrased, that holds so much power because every single day we are given moments that could literally pull us into so much frustration, right? Or we could choose to allow it to lift us into gratitude. And that difference is so huge and would make such a shift and change in your life if you choose that to be the lens that you look through.
Exactly. And there's something that we've learned through Gratitude Girls. It's that gratitude isn't pretending that everything is perfect. It's not that we ignore the hard lessons or the real emotions. It's learning to look for those roses, look for the things that make us happy. When those thorns, those things that maybe annoy us are present, or we don't have to choose to let it annoy us. When we train our minds, our mindset to notice the good, you know that expression, rose colored glasses, we start rewiring, rewiring how we respond to life. So think about it this way. There's another perspective. If you wake up and immediately you focus on what's wrong, let's say it's raining and you go, oh, it's raining. The body and the mind begin the day in stress. But if we intentionally look to appreciate even something small, maybe we'll say it's raining and the flowers will be better off for that, then the day will begin being grounded and hopeful.
Right, exactly. And that's why perspective is such a powerful habit because many people think that gratitude is like a personality trait. Well, I just wasn't born that way, right? But it's not. It's a practice. And it's something that you build one choice at a time every single day. It could be one moment at a time, 1 minute at a time. You choose it all the time. And even the best of us have to work on that still sometimes. me and Catherine, the gratitude girls, and there's times that we both have to remind each other of, oh, well, let's look at it this way. And Catherine helps me with that a lot. And so when we say our perspective shapes our experience, that means that what you focus on grows, right? And so if you look for evidence that life is hard, you're going to find it. But if you also look for evidence of goodness, connection, blessings, you're going to find that too. So, we want to give you a few ways that you can actually live this quote in your everyday life.
Step one, let's pause and notice. Take a breath. I love to walk us through taking a breath. So, in your pause, breathe in through your nose and out through the mouth. Throughout the day, pause and ask yourself, where is the rose in this moment? Now, don't pause if you're driving, but pause different times of the day where you could actually give yourself a minute. Maybe it's a conversation or a smile. Maybe it's a real breakthrough or even a lesson learned. Awareness is step one towards gratitude.
Right, exactly. And then those little thorns, you want to reframe those. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Try asking, maybe, what can I learn from this? Or where's the growth in this situation? Reframing it doesn't erase the challenge or the obstacle, but it gives you power over how you respond to it.
And step three, and I want to say set three. So, you know, when you're in the gym and you're on your third set. So, you do your first set, you do your second set. Now you're doing your third set. So, step three, speak gratitude out loud. Speak gratitude out loud. There's something very powerful, like Laurie was sharing, how Laurie and I are both very often reminding ourselves and one another of things that we already know. Yet, as we say it out loud, as we hear it, when you say something powerful about sharing appreciation with others, you tell someone thank you. Laurie and I share moments that we are in together. We share the moments that we're grateful for in many different ways through many different tools, and we say them out loud. Send a message of encouragement. If you want, post something uplifting, send a card. Gratitude multiplies when it's shared.
Yes, exactly. And that's one of the reasons that we created the Gratitude Girls Journal because it was to make this practice simple and consistent. When you write down what you're grateful for daily, it trains your brain to recognize those roses faster, right? We tell people in our coaching all the time that when you write down and you have a hard time figuring out at the beginning to come up with the 5 things that you're thankful and grateful for that day, by day 10, a lot of times even day 5, people get it so much quicker because it comes to you, because you see it, you learn it, and you learn to notice things quicker. So even in those heavy seasons where you're like, I don't know what I can think about, you know, you're gonna figure it out faster. So many of you join us for the 100-day gratitude journey that we do. And we want to encourage you to stay consistent because transformation doesn't just happen in one day, but it happens through repeated perspective shifts.
And let's remember that gratitude is contagious. Now, think about that. Think about going somewhere and saying, do I want to catch that? Absolutely. When you smell, sense, see gratitude, you want that. So when you choose to focus on the roses, when we choose to focus on them, the people around us start to notice them too. I remember when David and I first got back together and I was taking a walk, and everywhere I was walking, people were saying, "Why are you so happy?" And I said, "I'm happy." And they were looking at my smile. So your family feels it, the people around you, your friends feel it, your community. And that's how a small daily practice turns into a movement of encouragement.
Yes, exactly. I remember people that didn't know that I was in a new relationship 6 years ago when I met Kevin, and they would be like, "What's different about you?" Well, God brought a great man into my life. So, yeah. And there's exercises that you can do, and we want to talk about that. And Catherine just did one with you, and I'm just going to steal her thunder and do another one. So, think about it. Take a breath and think about one thorn that you've experienced recently. Maybe something that felt frustrating or difficult. And then ask yourself, where's the rose that's connected to that thorn, that's connected to that experience? Because maybe it strengthened your faith, maybe it deepened a relationship, or maybe it even helped you grow in a new way.
I like that. And if you're comfortable, share that rose in the comments or with someone that you love. I was thinking about my scale. My scale stayed the same. And for a split second, I was thinking of getting frustrated. And then I thought, I'm strong. And the stability of my scale being steadfast was the foundation. So share that with someone, because when we speak gratitude, we remind ourselves and others that hope is always present.
Yes, and we want to leave you with this encouragement that, you don't have to wait for life to be perfect to feel grateful. Because one, it's never going to be perfect, right? I mean, there's times that we feel like we have perfect moments, but there's always ups and downs in this cycle of life, right? But the roses are already there. I have roses in the front of my house. I have roses in the back of my house. I love to tend to them. And because we can look at life so much this way, sometimes they're small, sometimes they're quiet, but when you intentionally look for those roses in your life, your heart begins to shift.
So today, let's choose our perspective. Choose to notice the good and choose to celebrate those roses.
Absolutely. And we are cheering you on every step of the way. So we want to thank you for being a part of the Gratitude Girls community. If you haven't signed up on our email list, make sure to go to gratitudegirls.com and fill that out and sign up there so you get notifications of all our new things that come out. And remember that gratitude turns ordinary moments into extraordinary ones.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Laurie. It's amazing listening to you as you're speaking and we're talking together. Just listening to what you're saying already gives me a calmness.
Thank you. And thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in with us. And like we said, if you have a comment or something you want to share with us, write it down below in the comments. Send us a message, tell us about it, and let us know how it helped you. Share it with a friend. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.